While he was president, Donald Trump would randomly complain about how many times he had to flush the toilet to, well, get the stuff down. And finally, we know why. So a lot has come out recently about Donald Trump's habits when it comes to official government documents. As more and more reporting came out, it got weirder and weirder and weirder. This is the order that I became aware of this information. Donald Trump would often rip up documents. I wonder if he's hiding something. Donald Trump and his staff would have burn bags that were a collection of documents they wanted to burn. Oh my gosh, he's definitely hiding something. People have walked in on Trump eating documents. What? And then most recently, Donald Trump would flush documents down the toilet. Okay. Obviously, with a story like this, it's hard not to have fun. But let me just quickly fit in the stuff that's serious about this. So presidents are supposed to keep all of their memos, all of their emails, all of their documents, most obviously for the historical record, but also if you need to go back and investigate possible wrongdoing, it's going to be essential that you have that material. And this brings up an important point. When presidents are in office, it's almost impossible to investigate them for any criminal activity. Unless they did the most blatant crime, no one's going to risk going after the president. And so if you're a president in office destroying all the documentation of what you're doing while you're in office, or at least all the stuff that would criminally implicate you, then there's really going to be no way to hold you accountable. So we do have laws on the books that you can't destroy official government documents. But as we've seen many times before, most laws don't apply to the rich and powerful. So we're going to talk about this, and it is serious in a sense, and then it's also funny, but don't hold your breath for him getting any sort of accountability for breaking the law. And to be clear one more time, that long list I did at the beginning of all the different ways they destroy documents, that is directly against the law for government officials. So as I mentioned, before this most recent revelation, there was already information out about how Trump would destroy documents. He, quote, made a habit of tearing up documents while he was in office. There have also been several news reports of Trump administration staffers putting documents in burn bags to be destroyed. Also, ex-Trump White House aide Omarosa Newman has claimed that former President Donald Trump would sometimes chew on torn up documents. Okay, so we had already learned all of that, and any person is going to think instantly when you hear these reports that he was doing some serious wrongdoing if he's going to go to these lengths to get rid of documentation relating to his administration. It really does make you wonder though, what is in those documents? So that brings us to the reason I had to make a video covering this. New York Times reporter Maggie Haberman is releasing her 4th book, titled Confidence Man, about Donald Trump, and she found that allegedly, while President Trump was in office, staff in the White House residence periodically discovered wads of printed paper clogging a toilet and believed the president had flushed pieces of paper. Oh my gosh, what is American politics? So the ripping up wasn't good enough. The burning wasn't good enough. The chewing on wasn't good enough. He had to flush these documents down the toilet. And now this makes so much more sense.
We have a situation where we're looking very strongly at sinks and showers and other elements of bathrooms. People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once. They end up using more water. So EPA is looking at that very strongly.
I said sinks, showers, and toilets.
It's the shower, it's the sink. I won't talk about the fact that people have to flush their toilet 15 times. Okay.
Dishwashers, sinks, toilets, and showers. We won't talk about toilets. Toilets. Sinks, right? Showers. And what goes with a sink and a shower?
Well, yeah, Donald, you're gonna have to flush the toilet 15 times if you got paper going down it. I mean, there's so many things we found out about what was going on in the Trump administration that we already think is terrible, but what do we not know? What crazy information is in some damp document in the sewage pipes of the White House? I have a little bit of hope because the National Archives did retrieve 15 boxes of documents that Trump had taken from the White House to Mar-a-Lago, which is also not allowed. You can't take government documents with you as a souvenir. But hopefully they'll be able to find some stuff in that batch of documents that hasn't already been flushed down the toilet. Wow, so that's that. As I mentioned, I don't think he's going to be prosecuted for this, even though it is technically against the law, which is honestly just so annoying that we have to assume that, oh, they broke the law, but they're powerful, so whatever. No, the law should be applied equally to everyone, but we know that it's not. But while we're sad about our justice system not being equal, we can at least laugh at the image of Trump standing there flushing a toilet 15 times trying to get a wad of documents to go down. Why are our toilets so weak? So weak. I bet you they have much stronger toilets in China. It's the little things. Here's what else you need to know today. The victims' families of the Sandy Hook shooting settled for $73 million with the gun maker that produced the gun that was used. Donald Trump's longtime accountants announced they would no longer stand behind Trump's financial information and would no longer be working with him, which indicates they may be fearful about what is going to come out. A jury finds that Sarah Palin failed to prove her defamation case against the New York Times. And finally, Prince Andrew settles with his sex abuse accuser for an amount that will not be disclosed. Be well, everybody.